Breaking news. Nigerians regime. See what they just did to Omoyele Sowore as Nigerians are reacting left, right, and center and asking, what is the purpose for this? You know, it's against international laws that somebody is countryless or stateless. You understand? So what Buhari has just done now, Buhari's regime has deactivated Moyele Sowore national ID card. So he has no national ID card. Permanent voter's card. He does not have it anymore. International passport. And they gave no reason for it. Remember Moyele Sowore, you know, he has been, he has been on revolution and has been on the case that Buhari's regime, people must end this and not continue it, especially with the set of and the crop of people who wants to be Nigerian's president. And for this, they are going against him. Let's get all the details. Breaking news. Buhari's regime deactivates Showore's national ID card, permanent voter's card, international passports, give no reasons for the actions. The document deactivated includes the activist national ID card, permanent voters card, international passport, and other documents, including driver's license. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? The Nigerian government has deactivated the biometrics identification of human rights activists or former presidential candidate Omoyele Sowore. The document deactivated includes the activist national identity card, permanent voters card, international passport, and driver's license. As a result of this, Sowore will not be able to use any of the national documents to carry out any transaction within and outside the country. As as the card cannot be read biometrically. President Muhammadu Buhari's regime is yet to give any explanation for the move. The latest attack on the activists by the Nigerian government came 2 days after the Sahara reporters published an exclusive story revealing how the hacker had broken into the server of the National Identification Management Commission to steal personal information of over 3 million citizens, Nigerians. It also comes weeks after the government attempt to freeze Showore's bank account with Guarantee Trust Bank (GDP). A development officers of the financial institution confirmed. Recall that the activist's account has first been frozen in August 2019 by the Department of State Services, Nigerian Secret Police, notoriously for violating rights of the citizen after the agencies claim he received huge funds from the United Arab Emirates to overthrow the Buhari's regime. The allegations was later dropped when the DSS realized Sowore has never been into the United Arab Emirates, which shows Nigerian government are a bunch of liars. In December 2021, the activist scored a landscape victory against the DSS over the seizure of his phones and was awarded monetary damage to the tune of 2 million naira. However, the DSS has since refused to obey the court ruling, instead diverting different attention to eliminate Sowore and doing whatever they can to implicate him, who has become a thorn in the flesh of the Buhari's administration, and they can do nothing to him. So this is what is happening right now. They have DSS has continued. They first of all they create a big allegation against him, and when they saw that the allegation they could not verify because the person in question checking through his email, phone record, and what have you has never had any contact, any dealing with that very country. Nigerian government, the lies are just too much. I don't know how they survive. Somebody will sit where he is and fabricate one lie against somebody, just like they did on Nnamdi Kanu, Sunday Igboho. They will just sit down and will say, hey, you are this, you are that. And if you speak, they'll say, you want to tell me my job? You know Nigeria now. You know how these things rule. You want to tell me my job? You want to tell me what I need to do? Blah, 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 blah. The other day, we reported to you that the court said Omoyele Sowore should be given, the sum of 2 million naira. Omoyele Sowore should also, his funds and the rest should be returned. Listen, they have not still obeyed that order. That order has still not been, obeyed. So these are things happening right now. His international passport has also been confiscated and everything we are seeing, and they have not given any reason for their actions. So, my wonderful people, where do we stand with all this? They gave no reason whatsoever. Omoyele Sowore is a turn on their flesh, and they are tired of the man. So, for this, they want to do everything to frustrate him, okay? Because they know that he will mobilize people. They want to do his vote minus one. They have deactivated all his, every, whatever he can have to be able to, vote and to do what he needs to do. So this is what is happening right now, my people. Where do we go with all this? Where do we go with all this? Where do we go with all this? These are all terrible times that we are seeing. The elections are in full swing, and if in case you're not aware, they have constrained Omoyele Sowore to Abuja for a long time now. Yeah, I can't go beyond Abuja. They've confiscated him to Abuja for a long time now. So when you look at it, the Attorney General, the DSS, everybody is against Sowore, Buhari's regime, and until Buhari's regime goes, and that's why anybody from that regime cannot become, that has to do with Buhari, cannot become Nigerian's president if we want things to change. If we want Nnamdi Kanu to be freed, if we want Sunday Igboho to be free, we want people who really have a heart for the nation, who will sit down with these people and have a conversation and look for a way forward instead of going against the very fundamentals that makes us a people. The very blocks that makes up this country are being pulled away by the people, unfortunately, that we call leaders. They don't even have confidence in themselves. They are so, so worried. They don't even, anybody that rises up becomes a serious threat. Omoyele Sowore is a threat. Sunday Igboho is a threat. Nnamdi Kanu is a threat, and they've confiscated all these items now. DSS and the rest of them continue to oppress this man, and nobody's saying anything. Everybody's quiet, everybody's looking at things, but things are worse off than you can imagine. The court has given directives with regards to Sowore, but nobody's listening. That's Nigeria for you. Leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Please don't forget to like us, share, subscribe. God bless you. Do have a lovely and a fantastic day. Bye for now. Bye.